All right, so for this project, get to create Django Anonymous. So what it's doing is it allows you to create links where you can share it to your friends. So these links, you can share these links to your friends, colleagues, and then they can provide anonymous feedback to you. So this is how you get like the latest gossip and basically things that you just have to get. But then again, you don't know who sent it because obviously it's anonymous. So this is how the experience looks like. I'm going to walk you through and then you can just see things for yourself, right? And this is something we're going to be building in this project. So again, if you are a new person on the platform, you have to click on register to create an account. So you can just probably do test4, right, as your username. Come over here and you put in your password and you would confirm that password again. And then you hit sign up and this will create your account for you. And then you can log in. So you can say test4 and you can put in your password to sign in. And then you're inside of the project, and this is how your dashboard looks like. This is how the whole feel looks like. So some things here are just filler text. Don't have to mind it. So I'm just trying to keep things very brief. All right. So if you want to create an anonymous link, all you have to do is click on create anonymous link, and then you can probably enter a title and say, let's just do here. So tell me something new, right? And you want to put an expiry date here. So if you don't put any expiry date here, it means that automatically once you save this instance, then 7 days will be added to the expiration. That's just like something automatic. And then response limits means that if you probably want to have only 10 responses, you can just set that here. And then people can reply basically means that people can, reply when they click on that link. So if you want to disable that, you just have to uncheck this. So let me just leave everything as it is and then click on submit. You'll see what happens. You see that the expiry date obviously is set to March 15th, which is 7 days from now. And you can see it's active, which means it has not expired, right? So if I should click on view, all right, so I'll click on view. Now I can see obviously the title and then I can see the link. Now this is the link you share to your friends and then I can see created by test4. I can also update this link information if I want to add extra things, but I'll come back here in a minute. However, this is where we're going to see our responses, but for now we don't have any response attached to this link. So now let's share the link with our friends and then let's see how the experience will be like. So I'll copy this link and I'll just do Control C or right click here and then click on copy. So I'll open an in private window. All right, so this will just give me like a new environment. So I'll just do Control V to paste and then I'll hit enter. So hit enter. This is what your friends will see at their own end. Right now, you can see the nav bar here is different from what you are seeing. They can just only see this, right? However, you yourself, you can see so many things here, right? Now, that's because they are not authenticated and because they are anonymous, basically. So content, all you have to do is say, they can just probably enter, the content you want to enter. You can see, do you know turtles are cute? Right? And then you just click on submit. And once your friend click on submit, now they're going to see your response has been sent to test4, create your own account and generate anonymous link. So if I should click on get started here, I can obviously register and create my own account, right? So let me just add more things there. So I'll just click on, just click here and then I'll say, how tall are you? I'll click on this one. I'll just go again and paste and I'll say, which school did you attend? And I'll click on submit. Come again here and put it in here. I'll say, do you play basketball? All right, so I'll click on submit. Basically, so if I come over here to my anonymous link and then I click on refresh, and now you can see all the responses basically I have gotten so far. So I can choose to delete a response. So probably, do you play basketball? I don't like this response. I'll just click on delete response, and this will delete that response for me, right? You can see response deleted. When I come over to view, you can see that obviously that response has been deleted. We now have 3 responses here instead of 4, right? And say, okay, I want to preserve all these responses. I can just click on download CSV and then this will just download the CSV file for me. And I'll be able to see all the responses that I have obviously inside of this anonymous link. So I'll close this out. Don't save. Right, I'll close that out and then I'll show you guys other functionalities as well. So here we have update link information. So if I should click on this update link information and then I say, okay, I want the response limit to be 3, right? So which means that once the response, or once I get at least 3 responses, I don't want anybody to submit any more response again. So I'll click on submit, right? So once I click on submit, now if I should click on view, now you see that we already have 3 responses, so which means that nobody can respond to this again. So I'll come over here, right click on copy, then I'll go over to the incognito window again. If I should paste this in here, watch what happens. I'll just click on enter, and you can see the link has reached max entry, right? That was because we had to set that to 3, right? I don't know why I opened that. Anyways, let's come back here again and let's come over to update link information. So we're just going to remove this and let's uncheck this. So uncheck this basically means that people can no longer reply. So we'll click on submit, right? And then we are going to go over to our incognito window again, and then we're going to paste this in here. Or we hit enter, and we can see this does not match. So that's because we did not enter the correct thingy. Let's just take this and let's copy this. So Control C. So just to copy. All right. So we're going to come over here and do this. And you can see the author has disabled this link, right? Okay. So it's basically saying the author has disabled this link, and that's because we have the link disabled, right? Now, I can also do this. Now I can say, now say for example, I enable this link, right? And I come over here and I take this to the top, right? And then I do something like probably 4th. So obviously this is 4th of December last year, and I click on submit, right? So you can see expired. So if I should click on view and then I take this link from here, Control C, right? So when I take this link, I'll just come over here and I'll paste it. So it's going to tell me that this link has expired. Basically, as you can see, the link has expired, right? So that is just how that works, right? With the permissions and everything with the link. So when I come over here again, I can simply come over here and say update link information, and I can set this probably to March 27th or so and click on submit. As you can see now it's active. That's because obviously the expiry date hasn't reached yet. So here I can obviously update and delete this if I want to. So that's how that looks like from the end user's perspective. And then I also have the admin view, and then the admin view basically would be there to regulate things happening on the site. So I can actually log into the admin view by just saying admin, and I already have an admin account, and this comes out of the box with Django. So I'll just put in my credentials here and I'll hit enter, and then you can see here we have unknown links. If I click on unknown links, obviously I will see all the anonymous links that have been created so far, and I can also see all the responses as well too, and I can see all the users on the site. So these are all the users we have currently on the site as well. So I can say, okay, this guy has abused the site. I don't want him to be able to log in again. And I can just click on this. I can uncheck this, and then this guy will no longer be active. And I can just click on save. So obviously, I'm logged in as test4. Once I refresh this page, I'll be logged out, and I would not be able to log in again because I have been disabled by the administrator. So if I should click on sign in, it's going to tell me something went wrong, right? So this is the whole experience with the Django Anonymous project, something that would obviously get your hands dirty with Django and Python and allow you to build project from scratch. So just go through the whole tutorial and let me know your thoughts and comment as well too. Happy coding.